to be a wrestler. Now it's 10 stacks and a pistol on my dresser. Thuggin' like Kane and my bitch thick like Aisha. Lil' cousin fell in mouth, I had to fuck his teeth.
Yo, 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 you already know what it is. You already know what to do. You already know what's happening. Welcome back to the Broken Mute Button Network. As always, you are now tuned into Ruthless Attitude Wrestling Podcast. Disco, talk to me. What up, man?
What's going on with you? What's good with you? Same old
Ain't sh-
out here living,
Same old,
man. Out here
same
living.
old, same old, same old. Just got to here. Sorry about last week, y'all. Life be life, and sometimes, bro. But we here. You know what I'm saying? You might even get 2 episodes this week out of us, but we'll see. You know
For
what I'm
sure.
saying? But anyway, man, I'm gonna get straight to it. My man Trick Williams is the TNA champion. He beat Joe Hendry for the TNA championship at NXT Battleground. How do you feel about that? What that does to TNA as a company?
That shit is an embarrassment. Like, you feel me? Like,
Before you continue, though, I want to add this because this is going to add to whatever you're saying. Their president was also in the crowd as well. Go ahead.
and that's what I was getting to. Like, to have your president, he had to agree with that because that's
Oh, for sure.
embarrassing, man. And to have another organization title with e brand, I know Vince is going crazy right now. Like, I
Yeah.
know
Oh,
he
I'm
going
sure Vince
crazy.
going
Like,
crazy. I'm
it,
sure Vince going crazy.
nothing against Tricky Williams. Larry,
Mm-hmm.
congratulations, brother. You got another trophy on your wall. I feel you,
Facts.
like, but that's not a good look for TNA, especially after they rebranded. Like, you feel me? Like,
Yeah, I agree. I don't want to say only way it'll pay off is if NXT drops the title, the NXT championship gets dropped to a TNA wrestler. That's the only way that's going to make up for this because I already feel like as far as like the whole shit that's been going on, as far as like the whole deal they got with TNA and WWE, I kind of feel like WWE been kind of getting the best of it. Like they're getting their moments in
all right,
WWE. These TNA wrestlers, such as Joe Hendry, obviously he went out there against Randy Orton, but he got RKO'd twice. The match was like a squash match, pretty much like a
right,
filler match. You know what I'm saying? Which obviously, they probably didn't have time to go for it. Randy Orton asked for it. They didn't have time to really build a feud for that shit because obviously it was supposed to be Kevin Owens. But me personally, I think the only thing that makes up for it is if an NXT wrestler drops the title to a TNA wrestler and kind of make it even out, to kind of make it seem like they're on a level playing field.
mm-hmm,
Because Joe Hendry, because to me, some people feel like he got embarrassed
battleground,
um at Battleground, right? And some
mm-hmm,
people feel like at he got embarrassed at WrestleMania, going out there just being there for a quick second. But at least the TNA, he can say he was a TNA champion. He brought it on to a WWE show, a WWE platform, especially their main stage. You know what I'm saying? So
right,
there's some positives in it, but I think the negative is really going to be that if an if a TNA wrestler don't win the NXT World Title or any belt for that matter over in NXT, honestly, I don't even think it even really needs to be the world title. It could be the North American title for all I
it's
know, but
a
for all I
tag
care.
team
But
tag team championship. But you got to think about it too. This is the same shit AEW did almost 5 years ago when
yeah,
Kenny Omega was champ for both organizations, and then Christian
yeah,
came on and he was champ. Like, this is the same thing that's happening. So at the end of the day, we see who getting the short end of the stick. TNA.
yeah.
They basically consider the minor leagues. You understand what I'm saying? Like, and they on the
That's what
same level.
NXT is supposed to be.
Right. So
Hmm.
this is the thing. TNA been around over 20 years. Why are
Yeah,
you
that's a fact.
considering this organization the minor leagues? Like,
And they still
you,
here.
right, exactly. So they gotta go back and, like you said, figure it out. Like, I want to see Overfemi and Moose again. Like, that was
Hmm.
quick. Like, I want to see Overfemi drop the title to Moose. I want to, you know what I mean, give
Yeah,
the Hardys a run again in WWE with the NXT Tag Team Champions because we know they almost on their way out. Know what I mean,
yeah,
put that belt under their legacy. You know, like, even though I don't like these old wrestlers, but still, like, y'all took blood. Y'all got the first strike. Now we need ours.
Yeah, I
Now we
could dig
need
it.
ours. Like, you know what I mean?
I could dig it. I could dig it definitely. Um, but with yeah, there definitely has to be some kind of even playing field. I think TNA, the issue with them right now is that they need something. They need a major TV deal. I know I heard Bully Ray speak a little bit about this, but I agree with that. That they need a major TV deal. They need to be like on one of even honestly, like they need to look to get to one of the streaming platforms. Even if Netflix even willing to offer another wrestling platform since they working
Hmm.
with WWE, maybe they willing to, but I believe UFC is trying to get that contract, and they're going to be dishing money out to pretty much that whole company. You still got Prime available. You know what I'm saying? Even
Hmm.
though I think AEW pay per views is going to be coming on there now, I believe, which is crazy
Hmm.
because they're also on HBO Max. I mean, Peacock is going to be losing WWE in 2026. There's another opportunity there. You got Peacock. You got Paramount Plus. You got these apps that you can go on there. WWE is already on fucking what's the name? The cheap shit
Tubi,
with Evolve.
Tubi,
Yeah,
Tubi.
Tubi. Yeah, they're already on Tubi with Evolve. You know what I'm saying? But you still got Hulu available. You know what I'm saying?
So
So
WWE is going full time PLE Netflix.
yeah, everything is supposed to move over to Netflix once that Peacock deal is supposed to be up. From what
Okay,
I
okay.
understand, anything can be subject to change, just like the location of WrestleMania.
Right, that was crazy. Like
That was
that was
crazy.
that
They're
was
going back to Vegas back to back years. That's
yeah,
crazy.
yo, Vince is going crazy right now. Like
Oh yeah.
Vince only did that. He only did that once, right? WrestleMania 1 and 2, right?
Uh, three was where was three at? In the three was in the garden. Where was one was in the garden? Where was two? No,
I think two was in
was
three
some
different
one?
stadiums. I know one was in the Silver Dome or something like that. That was in
Uh huh.
Detroit, Michigan. But I know it
Yeah.
was like one of the WrestleManias. It was three different, um, you know, three different arenas in 1 year. I think that was two or three, one of them.
Oh, you talking
Well,
about for like one specific WrestleMania? A couple of.
yeah,
Oh yeah,
yeah,
I remember that. I think that was one.
yeah. So I don't know, man. Like, there's a lot of change. You got to get used to the change, and
Hmm.
and I mean, Vegas was cool. Like, this would
Yeah,
give
Vegas
people a
was cool.
chance. Yeah, like this
Vegas
would
was
give.
cool, but we're not going to sit here and act like. Actually, no, it was WrestleMania 2 that was in three locations.
Right, okay.
Um, so we're not going to sit here though. And WrestleMania 3 was in the Silver Dome because I was like to say, wasn't one of them in
Yeah.
like Detroit or some shit like that?
Yes, the Silverdome, yep.
Um, so what I was getting ready to say, shit, I done lost damn train of
Oh,
thought. What
about change, about us getting, it being
the thing? Oh
in.
yeah. That's what I was. That the crowd. Okay, if you're gonna do that, but the Raw after Mania, you can't have Raw after Mania in Vegas every year, bro. Like,
Right,
because let's be honest, your best crowds that go crazy is after WrestleMania in New York City. Chicago gets crazy
Chicago.
anytime you
Mm-hmm.
ever go there. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Those are the two things I can think of, the two major places I can think of off the top of my head. I can't think of anybody else right now. Sorry to y'all city if y'all do get crazy, because I know there's about like two or three more of y'all. It ain't many of y'all, so don't be in the
Well,
comments
ain't it
acting like your
Miami?
city get crazy. But I think the thing with Miami is like one of those places where like it's many people from different places in one spot.
Oh yeah, so it
Yeah,
gentrified. It gentrified, yeah.
kind of like people will probably say that about New York too
New
as
York,
well,
right.
but who
New York
knows?
and Chicago go crazy, man. They
Yeah,
go
New York and
crazy.
Chicago go crazy. That's a fact. That's a fact. My niggas. But back to Trick Williams, my man said he had on the lemon pepper steppers. He
Yeah. Yo,
had the
listen,
lemon
man.
pepper steppers on. But yeah, he's facing Mike Santana next week. I'm actually hyping. I'm actually kind of happy for Mike Santana to get an opportunity to be seen on the NXT show.
Yeah.
But honestly, if he's going to be the one that win it back, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, he ain't gonna win it back that quick. Nah.
You think Trick gonna hold us for a little while?
Yeah, Trick gonna hold it throughout the summer.
I think he losing that shit immediately, bro.
You
I
think
don't think
so?
he's holding it. Yeah, I don't think it. I think maybe a month, bro. I don't think he's holding that belt that long because they can build a dope story off of this shit though. That's the crazy thing. That's these people gonna keep wanting to cross the line to get the belt to him. So if he do have it for the whole summer, that would be fire. You know
Yo,
what I'm
Henry
saying?
gonna turn heel, man.
His contract getting ready to be up soon. I believe like the towards the end of this year or some shit like that, or next year. So that you know where he's going after that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what they doing. They bringing their talent over there. Just fucking damn. That's they tryouts.
Right, like
Word up. And what else? Okay, so you see, Stephanie Vaquero fucking lost the damn NXT Women's Championship last night,
right. But
bro.
we know where she's going. We
Oh
already
yeah,
called it.
but yeah, I said that shit. I said if she lost the belt though at Battleground, she was going to the main roster.
Mm-hmm.
But they saying Jordan Grace is rumored to be going to SmackDown because she's supposed to be going up to the same time as Steph, and Steph's supposed to be going to Raw.
Mm-hmm.
But yo, the way the crowd looked when JC Jane won, it kind of gave me glimpses. People probably going to hate this comparison of when Undertaker lost his
Lost her
first match.
Brock.
The crowd was sitting there like this. It was like crowd. They was like, oh, and it was like inside, so it was like crazy. So it echoed a little bit.
Even the announcer was sitting like, hold up, like
Yeah, yeah. When
you know?
Steph stepped out and was in front of the announce table, you can see Booker like this.
Yeah, I mean, listen, man, it's bigger and better things for her. Like
Yeah,
she's a great wrestler. She probably got her English up.
yeah,
Yeah, you know?
and I think they, yeah, well, compared to the Japanese girls, yeah,
Right.
I think they might need her up there anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But whatever they do with her, I hope they do it correctly. You know what
I
I'm
don't know
saying?
what the hell Kyrie State was talking about the other day. Like,
You see what I'm saying, bro?
yeah, she said,
But
yeah.
hey, Matt, but I much
Like,
watch, like I said a couple of weeks ago, I much rather watch the Japanese women wrestle than the men because the men don't
yeah.
sell that well,
They don't sell at all, man, at
especially in
all.
AEW. Forget about it.
Nah. And you know, because I was just a test dummy, like, but his English is very good. Very good.
Yeah. Yeah. He's good money. He's
Hmm.
definitely good money. But yeah, now that Steph's is rumored to be going up and JC Jane is the champion, her first feud is probably going to be with Fallon Henley with the crew. But me personally, if I'm Shawn Michaels, I'm finding some kind of way to get the belt on to Jada Parker somewhere
I
somehow
was about to say that. Like, we gotta
because
come on.
hmm and to be and like I don't want to see her get the fucking damn North American title. She needs to be the women's champion.
Hmm.
She's a heel wrestler that you're pushing as a heel who gets cheered every time she comes out.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
a star right there. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm
I don't
making
know.
it. Like,
hmm
just imagine her in another 2 years versus Bianca.
Yeah, and if they feel that Jada Parker is not ready, how the hell you feel JC Jane is ready? Because she been there longer. That'll be the
Right.
reason. You know what I'm saying? So, is that But now with them out of the way, it gets more TV time for some more. Because like you barely see Nikita Lyons on here. She was on Evolve like a couple of weeks ago. You
Hmm.
know what I'm saying? You got the one who won the LFG shit. I forget the black girl name. The one that won the Olympics. I would
Oh
know it
yeah,
any
yeah.
other time, but I don't
Yeah,
know. But
I know you're talking about, yeah.
yeah, you know they're gonna push her. They just trying to
Hmm.
figure her out. They're just trying to figure out her introduction as a character because Jasper Troy he debuted already. And they look like he seemed like he's eventually going to be their Obafemi replacement because
Hmm.
eventually he's going to go to the main roster. You know what I'm saying?
They probably ain't got nothing for over right now, yo. It's too much going on in that main roster.
It's Jasper Troy that they look like they starting to feud him with. So then they go
Yeah.
straight from LFG straight to fucking damn the inevitable
Right.
Obafemi. Yeah. It's fire though. I'm liking what they doing now there, you know what I'm saying? But he's seeming like he's the Obafemi replacement if
Hmm.
Oba's going up to the main roster because Trick is eventually gonna go to the main roster, but he's got other shit going on. He's a champion for another
He's gonna be a
company.
big card, man.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. For sure. I would be surprised if he's world champ. You know what I'm saying? And then you see Ethan Page just beat
Ricky
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 Saint.
Shane. Hmm.
Yeah, for the that caught me off guard too. I thought that was, and I thought the feud was going to just lead to something else. But then now they announced the fatal four way for Worlds Collide. You know what I'm saying? So you got Javon Evans, Ray Phoenix, Laredo Kid versus Ethan Page in a fatal four way at Worlds Collide.
That's gonna be interesting.
It's going to be a lot of action. I can't wait to see that.
Yeah, that's gonna
I'm
be a
looking
lot of.
forward to that.
That's
You
definitely
ready
gonna
for
be.
that weekend? That Saturday
Oh,
is going to be
yeah,
a
that's
busy
gonna be
Saturday.
crazy. Yeah, yeah, it's gonna be definitely busy. I'm definitely gonna be at work watching all that shit. Like, definitely,
Shit,
definitely.
fuck that. You might want to take off. Shit, and work
Uh,
another
uh,
day or something.
nah, them niggas got me. Talk about it later.
All right. Anyway, so now that we can go to the main roster and talk about the main roster. Money in the Bank is starting to fill up now. Pause. Only
Right,
two more
right, right.
qualifiers per agenda left. On the men, we got Seth Rollins, Solo Sikoa, LA Knight, and Penta so far. How you feel about the lineup so far?
I like it. I like it. I think Steph qualifying on Monday changed the landscape, changed the game.
He
It's
won't win.
definitely. I think he probably got a chance. I
He won't
think
win. He won't win. He won't win. I don't have Seth Rollins winning like at all.
you probably
He
got
won't.
LA Knight.
Um, I think Papers had LA Knight. I have Solo winning it, but Solo funny as shit, bro.
Yeah,
Solo Sokoa is funny as shit, bro. Yeah, he's funny as hell.
he
Yada da
gotta
me, yada da me.
he gotta be at WrestleMania next year, yo. He has to. Like,
Bro, he only won 3 matches this year, 3 or 4 matches this year, so they need to.
he needs it. Yeah, he definitely needs to be at WrestleMania. Like,
That's a fact.
for real.
That's a fact. I don't think they didn't announce any of the other matches. You know what I'm saying for the fifth and sixth spot because you know there's a
No,
fifth and sixth. So I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's one more SmackDown, one more Raw because they got two from each brand already.
right.
Um, I don't know who would be on. Maybe they do a last chance battle royal or some shit. I don't know on Raw.
Yeah. I mean, unless they do a match with CM Punk in it.
Yeah, I think that's another one. I was thinking CM Punk is going to be in a match. He's going to qualify. That's why I think
Yeah,
Seth is not going to win. You know what I'm saying? Because
yeah,
we still got Roman lurking somewhere out there. You know what
yeah.
I'm
You
saying?
still got Roman too. Yeah, you still got
Mm-hmm.
Roman. Roman interfered, take the briefcase. It's about to be a plot twist. Like, it's definitely about
Well,
to be a plot twist.
I just the thing is that I think CM Punk might get the one of the spots, probably the last spot, because we should find out on SmackDown who's
Hmm.
going to get the last spot for them. But I just don't know who the match is. I don't. If they mentioned it, I do not remember, bro,
Nah, they
at all.
didn't. They didn't. They didn't.
Okay, yeah. So I got Solo winning it. The Seth Rollins, CM Punk, Roman Reigns feud has continued to play out in this because
Hmm.
Roman's probably going to return right when he get on the ladder, and he's probably
Hmm.
going to spear Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker to get
Hmm.
to him. How you feel about Bronson Reed joining?
I knew that shit was gonna happen. I knew it. I knew it.
Did you call that?
Yeah,
Did
I
you call
called
that?
it. I called it. I said it was gonna be the week after WrestleMania he was gonna show up. I mean, yeah, the Raw after WrestleMania, but he
Mhm.
did. Well, I called it. I said
It
he
ended
he
up
ready.
bringing it ended up being Braun Breaker instead.
Right.
Yeah, I don't. I know I would. I'm still banking that Austin Theory is still going to join, bro. I'm gonna keep it all the way 100 with you because I still think there's going to be a fourth slot to be filled in that. And Paul Heyman is definitely building a dangerous alliance. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they said Evolution 2.0.
Ric Flair wrestled at least. Paul Heyman ain't wrestling no damn body.
Evolution of smash them niggas, man.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Batista, I smashed Bronson Reed. Batista?
But the thing is, the X factor is Braun Breaker because Triple H and Seth Rollins even themselves out. Yeah,
What?
Evolution will win because Ric Flair beat Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman
Wait, you said so you think Trip and Seth is like on the
equal
same level? Hell yeah.
on the same level. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Absolutely.
Hell no.
We only look at Triple
Hell
H as
no.
we look at Triple H as a legend because obviously we know who he is, the DX. He's 14-time world champion. But let's keep it 100. You know, like how fighters if they get caught using like juicing and shit like that in their
Yeah.
fights and shit like that.
Yeah.
Triple H was kind of juicing when it comes to the fact that he married the boss's daughter. Let's be honest. Would he really would have been 14-time world champion and running the company if he didn't marry Stephanie? We don't know.
I mean, we
So
all know that, but that don't take away from his hard work. He is the second dirtiest player in the game. Flair was the first. He's the second. The shit he used to do to his opponents, bro, used to be like, what?
so you don't think Seth is, so what about Randy? You think Randy's on the same level as okay, yeah, I agree with that. And you know, well, I guess Seth still got more time. I'm not gonna. I won't jump all the way out the window. They probably gonna kill me in the comments for even saying that shit,
Yeah,
bro.
I wouldn't put you can't put Seth in that category with Tripp yet. Randy, yeah, but not even he not even
I got
fucking
Randy. Oh, I
he
got
over
Randy.
him.
Yeah, who?
It-
Triple H or Randy?
no, Randy. Oh, like
Okay, all right. I was gonna
yeah,
say I
like
might actually have Randy over Triple H because Triple H. He spit water like his entrance was cool, but Randy character overall, especially bald headed Randy, was fire. I like
when he was looking mad sick and shit, right?
yeah,
Mad skinny. Yeah, yo.
yeah.
Randy did take that shit. Yeah,
And
yeah.
let's be honest, the evolution wasn't really the best Triple H.
Nah, the
The
best
jean
Triple
jacket with
H.
the leather sleeves is the best Triple H.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, he was
Word up.
really evolution. He was more laid back, suit and tie, But yeah, man, Batista, Smash Bronson, fucking yeah, man, yeah. Listen, they not ever let them build the Dangerous Alliance again, but let them. You can't even compare them to the first Dangerous Alliance because he had a all-star team back then.
yeah,
Different
yeah, I
time,
could dig
different
it.
era.
Yeah, I could
Different,
dig it.
like,
I could
you
dig
know.
it. Yeah, that shit is crazy. Fucking hold on, give me 1 second, Disco. All right, but yeah, that shit is crazy, bro. Because I just hope Seth Rollins don't win. I'm tired of people being repeat. I'm tired of the same people. I really didn't want Seth Rollins in it. I was excited because the women don't have Becky and Charlotte in the match. So I was
Right.
hyped about that. You know what I'm saying? I thought we was going to get something different. You know what I'm saying? But then we go to the men's, we get Seth, and we most likely going to get CM Punk, who's actually won it twice. If you want to be honest
Yeah.
here, you know what I'm saying? He could be the
And
first
cashed
time
in twice in one.
he could be the first time, 3-time, but him and what's the name is not going to win it. I can see Damian Priest probably getting. He won it last year
Yeah.
because
No, he
Drew
won in
McIntyre.
23. He won in
Oh yeah,
23.
yeah, yeah. 23, 23. Drew won it last year, and Drew is going to be out for a little bit. They said he's taking some time off. Um, I can see Damian Priest getting in it again and trying to go for the repeat, but I don't know who the triple threat match would be against. I got to really sit there and think about that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Um, and then as far as Raw, who the fuck else? You know what I'm saying? I really don't know who else, bro.
What, one of the New Days? Kofi or
Nah, it's
Xavier?
probably gonna be a tag team. It's probably gonna be a tag team. It would have been dope if it was El Grande. You know. Speaking of which,
Yeah.
my man Chad Gable got a match coming up at World's End against El Vikingo.
Right. That's gonna be a good match.
You heard they accidentally leaked that El Vikingo is supposed to be winning the AAA World Title from Alberto.
Yeah, that night,
Yeah,
right?
they leaked it on
No, he supposed to
Raw, I
win it
believe.
that night, right?
Yeah, no, no, I don't think it was that night. I think it was. I
No,
think
the
it's
night of Worlds Collide. He supposed to win it that night, right?
no. I think he's supposed to win it prior to that, and then it's apparently the match against Chad's supposed to turn into a world title match.
Oh, okay. So
And
this is because of Alberto is coming back to WWE.
I guess that probably has something to do with that.
Okay, okay.
If I was them though, I would 100%. I would 100%. if El Vikingo, or Vikingo or whatever, if he
Mm-hmm.
does win the world title, they need to somehow find some kind of funny ass way to get Chad out of the match for El Grande Americano to replace him.
Yo, for real, bro. For real.
They
And then he
gotta
win
find a
that shit.
way.
And then he
Hmm.
win that shit. Yo.
Yeah, that means WWE over there. They got the TNA World
That
Title to
that'll
Triple
be
H.
an insult, like yo, for real. Like
Yeah,
that'll be an
TNA is
insult.
supposed to be on this too. They
Yeah.
supposed to be on there.
Mhm.
I'm rumors that Moose supposed to be involved, and some other, I forgot who else supposed to be on there. You know what I mean? But that shit gonna be dope. Got a little bit of airtime for Karrion Kross this week. Looks like he's back again, trying to set up a feud with Sami Zayn. We thought it was gonna be AJ months ago. We thought it was Sammy prior to that. I don't know what's going on, but they're not capitalizing correctly.
Right, they definitely not. Come on, Trip. Come on.
Yeah. Yep.
Get
So
let's go. Get
yeah,
like
Triple H, figure it out with Karrion Kross, bro. Like you letting the momentum die slow. This business is about making the money. Vince McMahon would have immediately found after he made that interview, like how CM Punk did the pipe bomb. He immediately would have found a way to make money with that nigga, bro. He
mm-hmm.
probably would have let the nigga win Money in the Bank this year if
Mm-hmm.
Vince was in charge. To be honest with you, Karrion Kross after that pipe bomb, Karrion Kross probably would have won Money in the Bank
Mm-hmm.
because Vince would be like, "Oh, T-shirt sales. Oh, main event sales." You know,
Yep.
Vince is gonna put the money first before
Yep.
anything. You know what I'm saying? It ain't never personal for Vince. It's business.
It's business.
Mm-hmm. All right. So you think the Miz is helping Mello with his promos? That's why they together.
Well, I don't know, son. He mentoring him. Like
I
Miz
think
is
he
so
is,
corny, my nigga. Like
but he could
that.
talk.
Yeah, he got it. That yeah. He
Yeah.
always gonna have a job, bro. He
Yeah. Oh
always
yeah.
gonna have a job. Like it don't matter what. Like
Yeah. Now that Kane retired, somebody else got to be one of them
yeah,
damn
yeah, yeah,
enhancement talents now.
yeah.
Yeah. All right. So let me get to the women's Money in the Bank. We ain't speak about that. You got Rhea, which bro. Before I continue the rest of the names, I had a back and forth with somebody in the comments, right? And
Hmm.
then I realized I was going back and forth with them, and their profile picture was Rhea Ripley. Then I was like, there's no way I was going to win this. They were saying that Rhea was not in the main event picture for the world title for the past 3 years after we spoke about it on the show, right? Rhea Ripley was in a world title match for 3 WrestleManias in a row, bro.
Right. She beat Charlotte. She
Then
looked. She
Becky the
looked.
next year.
Right. She beat Charlotte, Becky. Yeah, and she was in there for because she lost. She lost to Charlotte the NXT belt, right? In one
No, I'm talking about
WrestleMania.
in a row for the past three
Oh yeah,
years.
yeah, yeah, yeah. She been in, yeah.
Yeah, she's been in a world title match 3 years in a row. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So to me, she was in the world title picture 3 years because she feuded for the world title throughout the whole entire year as champion. When she
Exactly.
came back from injury, with Liv the whole time till she won it back from Liv. She went into WrestleMania almost champion, lost it to Io, and then
Mm-hmm.
Io winning champion. She was still got into the match. You know what I'm saying? So she was in the world title picture for the women for 3 years in a row. I'm sorry that you Rhea Ripley fans want to defend us so hard, but these are facts. If you look up the year begins in wrestling the day after Mania. WrestleMania is year end for wrestling. So
Right.
we all know that. That's when new feuds end. So technically she's been in there for 3 years. So now maybe she won't be in. Right now she's getting Money in the Bank. It would be kind of crazy. I don't even think I would even like Rhea Ripley as a Money in the Bank winner, bro. It won't even make sense to me. You know what I'm saying? I just don't like it.
I
Like Rhea
mean,
Ripley, she be dominating these bitches. Why the hell she gonna win Money in the Bank for?
they don't want to just hand it to her no more. She gotta, you know what I mean? Mommy in the bank. She gotta do it, man. I mean,
Yeah, and like you said with Charlotte NXT, so far she was the only NXT champion to ever defend her title on a WrestleMania, as
right.
far as I
Yeah.
believe. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? You got Roxanne in there, Julia, Alexa Bliss. This week you got Naomi versus Jade versus
Versus
Nia.
Nia
I,
Jax.
I
That's what
got
I mean.
Nia. I got Nia winning that shit. because something's going to happen with them too. And Bianca is just so happened to be returning this week on SmackDown too as
I
well.
got
They did a
Nia
vignette.
winning. I got Nia winning. Definitely got
Yeah,
Nia winning.
yeah. Because something's going to happen with these two dizzy ass broads,
Mm-hmm.
with Jade Cargill and Naomi. You know what I'm saying? Proceed with caution. You know what I'm saying? But then
Right.
that leaves that last spot. Who gets it?
Mm.
You think they're gonna do a last chance battle royal for both of these shits, bro?
They probably do it for the women's. They
You
ain't
know
gonna
what
do
would be
it.
fire? You know what would be fire? Well, they got enough women not to do that shit now. You know what would be fire? If they did that shit and Jimmy did got into it and Jimmy won that shit and cashed in on his brother
That'd
the
be
same night.
crazy.
The same night. Look, because that tag match, I do feel that somebody's gonna cash in after that tag match that night. But then again, Drew was the one. It seems like they vice versa it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Where like 1 year the men are try to cash in the same night, the next year the women are cash in the
I'm
same
trying
night.
to say night. Right.
With that being said, women are due to do it this year. Just like this year is actually men's turn on SmackDown to win the technically to win the Money in the Bank, and is
Mm-hmm.
women's Raw technically to win the
The
what's the
women's
name?
one. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the women's one. So that with that being said, my pick for women so far, I'm gonna go with Roxanne.
I'm going with mm, if Nia Jack win, I'm going with her. But if she wins on if she goes to the Money in the Bank, I'm going for
Mm-hmm.
her. But right now I'm going with Rhea Ripley.
Okay. Well, I got Rock. The reason why I got Roxanne because I feel like that shit is gonna play somehow into whatever Judgment Day got going on with her and them. You know what I'm saying? And Liv Morgan and shit. So I feel like in some
Oh,
kind of
you
way,
forgot. Liv about to get a match.
Liv was then wasn't Liv just in the match?
That wasn't for Money in the Bank. Was it
Who
for
she
Money in the
fought?
Bank?
Who she fought on Raw? Was it
She
EO?
fought-
Not
No,
EO.
Kali Singh. Kali
Yeah.
Singh.
Okay. Yeah, that
Yeah.
wasn't. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. That wasn't it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, bro. I got Roxanne. To me, I got Roxanne because I feel like they putting the strap to. They gonna rock with a rocket to her and really make her take off. And the crowd seems like they're finally starting to get a little more into her now on the main roster because she's performing well. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Hmm.
And then they teasing Julia and Charlotte. You know what I'm saying?
That's gonna
Even
be
though they
wild. But then you see Alexa Bliss and
in
Charlotte, like,
Charlotte, you
and
see
then
Jade and Charlotte keep
Charlotte,
teasing for future whatever
right?
they got going on.
Then before
And
we
that
get
shit
off,
happened too.
before we go to the next for the men's, my best Money in the Bank cash in was Kane cashing in on Rey Mysterio. That shit was so funny. That shit, yeah,
I remember that shit. He cashed it the same night.
the same night, yo.
I can tell you who's the worst Money in the Bank winner ever. That nigga
Oh,
Otis. Otis.
nah.
Otis was the worst, bro.
Jack Swagger, my nigga.
I think Otis might be worse than that because he ended up losing it to the Miz anyway.
Wait, Kennedy. You remember he was
he
the
got
first person.
he was injured though.
Right, you
That's
did, right,
why
you did,
they
right.
had to sit him
Yo,
down for a little. He was injured.
Kane with Rey Mysterio ass in like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, yo, that's crazy. Like, for
So you
real.
like that one? You know which one was also one of my favorites with Daniel Bryan cashed in on Big Show.
Oh yeah, that was fire. That was fire.
The crowd booed the shit out of him for the next.
Yeah,
They was mad as hell. And I was like, y'all was just hyped
yeah.
that he won Money in the Bank, but y'all mad that he beat the Big Show. Beat the Big
But then,
Show.
but he lost at WrestleMania in like 3 seconds, right?
Yeah, Sheamus whooped his ass in like a
Nah,
second,
he
bro.
bro kicked that nigga. Yeah, it was over. Like
Yeah,
that's when he had AJ in his corner.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he kissed her and he turned around. It was over. Like
It was
beep beep.
over. It was definitely
Right,
over. Yo,
right. I remember that shit.
you see they doing Goldberg's retirement match at Saturday Night Main Event.
Yeah, Israel.
Israel.
They said something about Israel. Like he wanted to
I
have
think
his
that shit
retirement.
in Israel. No, it's in Atlanta, bro.
I was in Atlanta, but they were saying something about Israel. He wanted to do his last because he Jewish.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He
I
want
don't
like,
think WWE touching that area right now
well,
or
yeah, I
ever.
wouldn't go over there either. Shit.
Yeah, that nigga tripping. And it's not like he's a mega star over there any fucking way. I never heard nobody from Israel mention Bill Goldberg.
All right.
he,
Wait,
he
so
tripping.
is his retirement match gonna be against Gunther?
I don't know. I don't know. It's probably going to lean towards that. I'm really what I really want to see for Gunther, because you see how Seth was just going around telling motherfuckers, if you champion, I'm coming after you type
Mm-hmm.
bullshit. I
Mm-hmm.
really kind of want Gunther to get the belt back so he could go to feud with them niggas. That's the only time I want Gunther to be face. The only
I just
time is
want
to
to see
feud
him get
with his
jumped.
crew.
I want to see him get jumped.
I want to see that too. I do want to see
Like
Gunther get jumped by them and see
what?
how it plays
What?
out. That
Yeah.
shit would be crazy,
Yeah.
bro. Where's Kaiser? Kaiser got accused of cheating. None of us believed it, and we haven't seen him on TV since.
Right. Right. That nigga. I just want to see Gunther get jumped. That's all. Jump that nigga. Like put that nigga
Yeah,
down. Like
yeah. I want to see that shit happen. That shit would be wild to see Gunther get jumped, bro.
that shit
I would,
is crazy.
because he be out there beating the shit out of niggas, bro. So to
That
see
shit
him
gonna
get
change
jumped
the
by the,
landscape of wrestling right
oh
there.
yeah, yeah. Bet that nigga Bronson Reed hit him with like 6 tsunamis, bro.
What?
That would, you're right. That would change WWE, the cost of Raw or whatever they got going on. If Gunther
Mm-hmm.
chose facing feuds with them, that would, with Seth Rollins' crew, that would be crazy. That would be crazy. My man Gunther said, "I'm looking forward to it."
Yeah. But Braun Breaker is a Goldberg guy though, right?
Braun Breaker,
Yeah, that tattoo he got
yeah, ain't
is
it
because
gone
of
though? Right?
Goldberg.
It's.
No,
I think
I
they took
think
it off now. I think it's gone now. He got it removed.
oh yeah, oh he did.
Yeah, I think he got it
Yeah.
removed. I don't think
Oh.
it's there anymore.
Oh yeah, but that was him. He got that because of Goldberg, like because
Yeah, yeah,
he from Atlanta. They all was in
hmm
the same. You know what I mean? He said he
yeah,
basically
yeah,
helped raise him. Yeah,
yeah, yeah. He says like a nephew or some shit.
but
I
how you
seen
help him with his wrestling shit? And you can't wrestle, bro. Like,
because he really didn't. It was fucking damn Rick that was helping and
Rick,
Scott.
yeah, Rick
He's
was the
the fucking
real,
helping.
yeah,
He is just tripping. I see Candice LeRae is finally with DIY. It took him fucking forever.
right, right.
I think she still didn't get fired with Indy Hartwell because of Johnny Gargano, because he's knee deep in storylines right now. So DIY ain't going nowhere for the foreseeable future for now. You know what I'm saying? But you see the
Well,
Y6.
speaking of Indy Hartwell, why Mustafa Ali kicked her like that the
I
other
saw
day? Yeah,
that, yo. Yo, I saw that. I was like, yo, what the fuck? This shit
that
was out
shit
of
look
control.
personal. That shit look
Bro,
personal.
that shit was like this weekend with Kenny Omega did that shit to Marina Safira. That shit was crazy.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, what the fuck is going on? They opened AEW tonight with a mixed tag match, and the men was allowed to hit the women.
Wow.
Yes, bro.
I ain't even turn that
Yeah,
shit on. Like,
bro.
wow.
HBO. Usually I go back and watch it, but before we started to record, I was like, let me catch a little bit of it. I ain't watching shit. Ain't no game on tonight. Let me just check this shit out. And yeah,
Yeah.
you
That shit is
know
on
what I'm
HBO
saying?
Max, right?
Yeah, I always catch the replay. I never catch it on time ever, bro. Ever.
Yo, he kicked the shit out of her. I say, nah, that was personal, B.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
But
that
TNA,
shit.
TNA need a better TV deal.
Yeah, they definitely do. Like, but
Yeah.
yeah, what you was running into? What's the next one we talking about?
So you got the YS6. They made their return.
For how long?
Another. I know, right? Another. And look, this is another return that was actually kind of dope. The return was dope. Now let's see what they're gonna do with this. And they returned on Bray Wyatt's birthday. Rest in peace to Bray Wyatt. Now let's see what the hell they're gonna do with this, if they're gonna fuck this up too. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So
What's up with
because
Alexa? You think she going with them or
yeah, eventually she's gonna get there. She's rumored to actually become the leader.
okay?
She might be secretly the leader right now. Because remember, during her matches, they was already doing like shit in the middle of her
Yeah.
matches, even since she
Mm-hmm.
returned. So I can see that happening. You know what I'm saying? Just not
Mm-hmm.
yet. They're gonna get through at least this shit, and whatever they're doing with the tag team division, they're gonna get. They probably get through that, and then they figure it out. Alexa could win. Alexa actually could win the Money in the
Yeah.
Bank. That's another person. She could win. These niggas can get the tag titles. They can try to do a little takeover if they want.
Did she win Money in the Bank before?
No,
No.
no, she just won her matches. She's won matches.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
wait a minute. Yes, she did. I'm lying. She cashed in on Naya.
She sure did.
Yeah, she cashed in on
She
Naya. She was
she
did
a
on Naya's
5-time
first
champion.
run. Yeah,
Yeah.
she.
Hmm.
Yep, she cashed in on Naya ass when they was cool too. She remembers. Yeah, that shit
Hmm.
happened to Naya twice too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. How you feeling about this? John Cena and Logan Paul versus Cody and Jey Uso. But before you get started, I just want to let you know that I actually hate it. But go ahead.
Definitely hate it. I
You
knew it
you
was some
put
bullshit gonna happen when he confronted Jay Uso and all. I said, yeah, this about to be some dumb shit. Like, come on, John. Let's do it for the save the kids, man. Like, turn this hill shit off.
yeah, just let it
Turn
go,
this shit
bro.
off.
You know
It's
what?
over, bro.
I'm not blaming John Cena no more. I'm blaming Cody Rhodes. Because if Cody Rhodes had said yes, we wouldn't have to deal with this shit. I would have much rather seen Cody as a heel than John Cena.
Right.
I'm blaming Cody
Right.
Rhodes. This is Cody's fault. This is
Come
definitely
on.
Cody's fault. I'm
I
done
would
blaming John.
definitely love to see Dash and Cody Rhodes.
I ain't gonna lie, that nigga was funny, but I wouldn't want to see Dash and Cody Rhodes.
Nah,
Why
no,
would you?
no, no, not when he got out the when he got on his mean streak shit. Not when he first started doing the stupid shit. When he started winning the mask,
Oh, when he brought
he
back the
got
IC title,
yeah. That's when he
the
was
old shit.
yeah he was getting busy. Like, but yeah, man, John Cena, come on, man, save the kids. They crying. Come on, man. Come on.
Yeah, all that shit. John Cena, stop
Right.
bullshitting. Yeah,
Yeah,
nah,
man. This
I'm
shit
definitely
getting
over it.
boring, bro.
I'm actually kind of mad Alistair Black didn't get into Money in the Bank. Maybe they
Yeah,
will
me
do a battle
too. Me
royal.
too. Me
Maybe
too.
they will do a battle royal. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm actually kind of mad he didn't get into the what's the name? That shit was
You
kind of
still got
corny.
Rusev. You got Alistair. You
Rusev
got
is in a
CM Punk.
feud. He going in a feud with Sheamus, and it doesn't look like this. They just gonna have this. Is that Rusev is actually another one you can add to a Gunther match to have one of those crazy brawls that be crazy. I'm looking forward to Rusev and Gunther now. Now that I'm thinking about that,
Gunther gonna whoop his ass.
but the match is gonna be brutal though.
It's gonna be brutal. I'm telling you. Now, if Gunther would have caught them 10 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
they wouldn't have won no smoke, especially Sheamus. Sheamus would have beat the shit out of Sheamus was giving out that work 10, 15
Yeah.
years ago.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hell
When he
yeah.
was with ECW,
Mm-hmm.
that nigga, wait, what?
Yeah. And then when he went to the main roster and beat John Cena, like the first month for the world title, he put him
Yeah.
through a table. Hey, so rumor has it Keith Lee is released from AEW, or he was teasing release. It didn't say it actually verbatim, but that's the rumor going around. It needed to happen. His wife is in
Yeah.
WWE. I can see him going back there. He's going to go
She,
straight to the main roster.
yeah, she get a little TV time, you know.
Hmm
Go up there with your wife. Yeah, you know.
I'm hearing USA. I'm hearing USA is wanting them to keep SmackDown 3 hours.
I mean, it's cool.
More
Like,
you got too many people now, bro. Your women's division is a full division now. It's not like back in the day.
it, it's a little boring because it's like you doing more commentating and talking than wrestling. I see it in
Yeah.
Raw and I see it in SmackDown. And y'all letting these people hold these titles too long. They are. They holding the titles for years.
But do you really want to see fast? Oh well, years. I understand when Roman Reigns had it, it was like, what the hell? When Brock title run was the worst, bro. I was over
Mhm.
him champion, especially when he beat Kofi in 14 seconds and had another title run.
Yeah, that
I
was
said,
that
get
shit.
the fuck out of here,
They
bro.
need to
Come
erase
on.
that shit out of the history book. But you gotta think about it. In the 90s, when it was coming up, it was Brett, Shawn, Sid, Diesel, right?
Undertaker had a
Undertaker.
title run in there.
Right.
Yep.
Then it was Stone Cold, Rock, Brett, Shawn, maybe
Triple
Sid,
H,
Triple H. Yeah, it
Kurt Angle.
rotated.
Kurt Angle
Yeah,
had a title run. You know what I'm
right.
saying?
I mean, it rotated mankind. Like,
Hmm
you know what I'm saying? It
Like John
rotated,
Cena,
bro.
titles, like him holding them. A lot of them was like 30-day title runs and shit like that.
Yeah,
Like
for
that shit's
yeah.
annoying, bro. Like whatever, bro. Whatever
But
with John
but
Cena's
like
title run.
Vince would do this too. You'll win a title at a PLE and lose that shit the next night and win it back a week later. That's what he did with Stone Cold.
Yeah, he
Remember?
did with that
He
first
lost
blood
to
match. Yeah,
Kane, yeah.
and then
He
won it the
like
next night on Raw. Yeah,
that
won it
shit was
right back.
exciting. Like the shit they do.
Hmm
Oh my god, Jay Uso. I don't. To me, he losing my fan morale, momentum.
It's because it's not in a real feud. I to keep telling you, these fucking filler feuds gotta go. He needs a real feud, and now you have him going into a fucking tag match at Money in the Bank. These filler feuds, I fucking hate him. He needs to be in a feud. But this is the reason why I don't care for the titles being lost that quick, because I think a real feud should be at least 2 to 3 pay-per-view matches, like CM Punk, like Drew McIntyre and all his feuds. Drew
Right.
McIntyre has been having all the best feuds for the last 2 years, with whether it's CM Punk with the Bloodline, with Damian Priest. He's been
Hmm.
having the best feuds. Let's keep it 100.
No,
Let's keep
that's
it
a fact.
100. And
That's
he's
a
about
fact.
to do another title run. Let's be honest.
That's a fact.
Yeah,
That's a
hell
fact.
yeah.
But
Word up.
yeah, bro, like they come on, Jay, like they man, I just feel it. He
hmm
not gonna have it past the summer.
Well, we'll see. Well, hopefully yeah, I don't think past the summer, because Damian Priest didn't even have it past the summer. He lost it at SummerSlam.
Right.
Um, hopefully you see Night of Champions is gonna be in Saudi Arabia this year. I hope they do
Ain't nobody
all
losing.
title matches, not champion versus champion. I want to see all title
Oh, right,
matches, the whole
right,
card. Everybody defending against a a non-champion. All titles, every single one of them. If you're gonna
right,
call it Night of Champions, I don't want to see. You save that shit for Raw if it's not a title match. It
right.
needs to be all title matches for Night of Champions, especially in Saudi Arabia, because you're doing Crown Jewel in like Australia or some shit. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Word up.
Exactly.
Yeah. But anyway, just to get ready to close out the show, man, I want to wish a good well to Zoey Stark, because that knee crash was disgusting. I heard her screaming on TV too, through the TV. And you could tell, I don't know what it was, Kyrie, because you can hear her scream for Kyrie in the air too as well. Kyrie
Hmm.
wasn't there at the spot. And I don't know what made her land the way she did, like twist her body, her leg the way she did, to where it
Hmm.
was like that. Why didn't she just land straight on her side or back and said, why we made her
It
bend her
probably was
legs and go
the
down that way?
momentum, like I
Could
mean,
be.
like
She needs to stop doing that drop kick, because she kicked the shit out of Dakota Kai with it too.
yeah.
It gave her a
Hmm.
concussion. But
Yeah.
anyway, get well soon, Zoey Stark, man. Anyway,
Get
y'all
well.
already know. Make sure y'all like and subscribe as always to Ruthless Attitude. Well, y'all saw it screen through the fucking screen. Like and subscribe. Holla at us in the comments. And like always, any of y'all in the comments, holla at us in the DM or TikTok or Instagram if y'all want to be on the show.
When I
And we're
growed
out of
up,
here.
dog, I
Holla.
wanted to be a wrestler. Now it's 10 stacks and a pistol on my dresser. Thuggin' like Kane and my bitch thick like Aisha. Lil' cousin fell in mouth, I had to fuck his teacher.